राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Sadguru
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौरव हरे कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Raju Prabhu, Sapan Kumar Prabhu, Samhita Mataji, Deepa Mataji, Sandhya Mataji, Lavanya Dandavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and
हरे
Guru
कृष्ण
Maharaj.
प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम.
Hare Krishna.
So actually, something I'm missing since I'm not joining. So that is, I got an idea. Like whenever we review Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and CC, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the review guides, I would like to be there. At least I'll get a feeling of to read all the chapter. The remaining days I couldn't able to make it, but at least I wanted to run the same flow. So today we will complete that CC Adi 13th chapter. Then we'll start review. I will be there for today's call. And next one, today and CCSB also. After reading that study guides, then I will over to you. Thank you very much, Deepa Mataji. You are running call. Lavanya, thank you very much. Raju Prabhu, you are also helping us. Thank you so much. So today I will run the call. Okay.
Thank you.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vacharvam pangum langayate girim yakrupatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmaret pundari kaksham sa abhyabhyantaram suchi. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Actually, in Texas, this since last 3 days, it's very cold, and the weathers are getting so freezing since last 3 days. Here, fall started, and raining, freezing is going on. Yeah.
How much is the weather, Prabhuji, nowadays, minimum?
So during nights, it's the temperature coming down to 30, 35, 30 degrees like that, probably.
Okay. Ikkada kuda ante -2 Celsius and -1 normal.
Okay. Yeah, let us read. Thank you. Yeah. Start, Mother Deepa Mother. 120, right? Yesterday you posted from 120.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, yeah.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jagannath Mishra was an ideal Vaishnava. He was peaceful, restrained in sense gratification, pure and controlled. Therefore, he had no desire to enjoy material opulence. Whatever money came because of the influence of his transcendental son, he gave it in charity to the Brahmanas for the satisfaction of Vishnu. After calculating the birth moment of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nilambara Chakravarti privately said to Jagannath Mishra that he saw all the different symptoms of a great personality in both the body and birth moment of the child. Thus, he understood that in future, this child would deliver all the 3 worlds. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of his causeless mercy, made his advent in the house of Shachi Devi. Lord Chaitanya is very merciful to anyone who hears this narration of his birth, and thus such a person attains the lotus feet of the Lord.
Yeah, this is going to be big purport. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, let us read. Samhita, Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Mataji.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: anyone who attains a human body but does not take to the cult of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is baffled in his opportunity. Amritadhuni is a flowing river of the nectar of devotional service. If after getting a human body, one drinks the water in a poison pit of material happiness instead of the water of such a river, it would be better for him not to have lived, but to have died long ago. Purport: in this connection, Srimad Prabodhananda Saraswati has composed the following verses in his Chaitanya Charitamrita 37, 36, 34. अचैतन्यम् इदं विश्वं यदि चैतन्यमीश्वरं न विदुः सर्वशास्त्रज्ञा हि अपि भ्रम्यन्ति ते जनाः. This material world is without Krishna consciousness. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna consciousness personified. Therefore, if a very learned scholar or scientist does not understand Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, certainly he is wandering uselessly in this world. Prasarita Mahaprema Piyusha Rasa Sagare Chaitanya Chandre Prakate Yodinodina Evasa. A person who does not take advantage of the nectar of devotional service overflowing during the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult is certainly the poorest of the poor. Avatirine Gaurachandre Vistirne Prema Sagare Suprakashita Ratnauge Yodhinodina Evasa. The advent of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is just like an expanding ocean of nectar. One who does not collect the valuable jewels within this ocean is certainly the poorest of the poor. Shall I continue, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Give it to Mataji, Sandhya Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Sandhya Mataji. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.19, 2023 states, Swavidvarohastrakharai samstutaha purushaha pashu nayat karna patopekto jatu nama gadagrajaha bile batorukrama vikramanye na shrinavataha karnapute narasya jihva sati daradrukeva suta na chopa gayati urugaya gataha जीवान छवो भागवतांग्री रेणुम न जातु मर्त्यो बिलाभेत यस्तु श्री विष्णुपद्या मनुजस तुलस्यः स्वसन छावोयस्तुन वेद गंधम. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Mataji. Yes. నాకు కూడా ఫస్ట్ టైం అసలు ఈ శ్లోకాలు ఇప్పుడు yes, go ahead. Translation.
A person who has no connection with Krishna consciousness may be a very great personality in so-called human society, but actually he is no better than a great animal. Such big animals are generally praised by other animals like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses. A person who does not lend his oral reception to hearing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead must be considered to have ear holes like holes in a field. Although that person has a tongue, it is like a tongue of a frog, which unnecessarily creates a disturbance by croaking, inviting the snake of death. Similarly, a person who neither takes advantages of the dust of the lotus feet of great devotees, nor smells the tulasi leaves offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, must be considered dead even though he is supposedly working. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.14 states, Nivritta Tarser Upagiyamanat Bhavo Sadak Shrotra Manobhiramat
I think we practice this.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You do it, that young.
Nivritta Tarsai Rupagiyamanat Bhavo Sadak Shrotra Manobhiramat Kauttama Sloka Gunanuvadat Puman Viryacheta Vina Pashupnat.
Very nice.
Who but the animal killer or the killer of the soul will not care to hear glorification of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such glorification is enjoyed by a person liberated from the contamination of this material world. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam 3.23.56 says, Na Tirtha Pada Sevai Jivan Apimrito Hisa. Although a person is apparently living, if he does not serve the lotus feet of a great devotees, he is to be considered a dead body.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So just remembering, like, whoever not in understanding the seriousness of life, and they are like Atmaha. Somewhere in Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, it's Atmaha, killer of the soul. not using for the higher purpose, because again rotting in this cycle of birth and death. And whoever not understanding this path, this ultimate path of perfection, Prabhupada writes there's two books, the path of perfection and then perfection of yoga. There is bhakti yoga. The another words is there, bhakti yoga. So whoever not coming to the platform of bhakti yoga, that's nothing. They're wasting their time, and it's a killer of the soul, Atmaha. Example is given here, creating a disturbance by croaking, inviting the snake of death. Croak, right. So that's the thing. Although a person is apparently living, if he does not serve the lotus feet of great devotees, he is to be considered a dead body. Living in dead body. So that's what it is. I think this is the last verse. Yeah. Lavanya, please go ahead.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Taking on my head, translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: taking on my head as my own property, the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Chandra, Swarupa Damodara, Rupa Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami, I, Krishnadasa Kaviraja Goswami, have thus described the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purport: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Swarupa Damodar Das, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Dasa, and their followers are all accepted by Krishnadasa Kaviraja Goswami. Anyone who follows in the footsteps of Kaviraja Goswami also accepts the lotus feet of above mentioned lords as his personal property. For a materialistic person, material wealth and opulence are only illusory. Actually, they are not possessions but entanglements, because by enjoying the material world, a conditioned soul becomes more and more entangled by inaccurring depths for his present enjoyment. Unfortunately, a conditioned soul considers property for which he is in debt to be his own, and he is very busy acquiring such property. But a devotee considers such property not real property, but simply an entanglement in the material world. If Lord Sri Krishna is very pleased with a devotee, he takes away his material property, as he states in Srimad Bhagavatam 10.88.8. Yashaham anugrani harisyetat danam shanai. To show special favor to a devotee, I take away all his material property. Similarly, Narottam Das Tagore says, Danamoro Nityananda Radha Krishna Sri Charana Seimora Pranadana. My real riches are Nityananda Prabhu and the lotus feet of Sri Radha and Krishna. He further prays, O Lord, kindly give me this opulence. I do not want anything but your lotus feet as my property. Srila Narottam Das Tagore has sung in many places that his real property is the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Unfortunately, we are interested in unreal property and are in neglecting our real property. Adane yatana kari dana teyaginu. Sometimes Smartas consider Raghunath Das Goswami as Shudra, but Krishnadasa Kaviraja Goswami here especially mention Swarupa Rupa Raghunatha Dasa. Therefore, one who considers the lotus feet of Raghunatha Dasa to be transcendental to all divisions of the caste system enjoys the riches of actual spiritual bliss. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 13th chapter describing the advent of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Charitamritam ki jai. Sri Krishnadas Kaviraja Goswami ki jai.
I'm running. Yeah. So we are done with CC Adi, 13th chapter. This is the last verse. So I will do directly that guide, okay? There automatically we repeat the same translations. We directly go to the CC Adi guide. Right? Thank you, Raju Prabhu. I am opening the document.
So we'll do first CC Prabhu or Bhagavad Gita.
ప్రభుజీ అది రేపు చేద్దాం. ఇది ఈ
Okay.
సీక్వెన్స్ లో అయిపోయింది కదా. జస్ట్ అఫ్ కోర్స్ మనం ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చదవాలి, బట్ బెటర్ టు రిఫర్ దిస్ బుక్ గైడ్. మళ్ళీ మనం ట్రాన్స్లేట్ అయినట్టు ఉంటుంది అనే సీక్వెన్స్. రిమైనింగ్ భగవద్గీత అండ్ భాగవతం రేపు చేద్దాం, రేపు ఎల్లుండి. ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ షేరింగ్. యా, ఎస్, యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు సీ, రైట్?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, these sections, yeah, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, Hari Bol, please read Prabhu. Mata is turn అయిపోయింది చదవడము. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Adilila, chapter 13, the advent of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Text 1 to 7, obeisances and prayers. By the Lord's grace, even the fallen can describe his leelas. All glories to the moons, the Lord and his devotees. Text 80 to 43, synopsis. Sutra Rupa of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Text 8 to 18, pastimes of Lord Chaitanya at a glance. 19 to 33, it's a summary of Adilila, spreading Sankirtana movement. It includes the Lord induced people to chant during his birth, Falguna Purnima, lunar eclipse, Balya, Pauganda, Kaishora, and Yavana. Text 34 to 43, summary of Shesha Leela. 34 to 39 deals with Madhya Leela, first 6 years, and Antya Leela, last 18 years. 40 to 43 deals with the feelings of separation in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Text 44 to 51, the expanse of Chaitanya Leela. It is unlimited. Chaitanya Charitamrita is compiled based on the notes of Swarup Damodar and Murari Gupta. Text 52 to 62, the appearance of devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Before the Lord's appearance, his superiors like Upendra Mishra, Jagannatha Mishra, and Sachimata appeared. In Radha Desh, Nityananda, Gangadesh Pandita, Murari Gupta, and Mukunda took birth. Text 63 to 71. Profi, can you please scroll up? Yes, thank you. Text 63 to 124. The appearance of Lord Chaitanya. 63 to 71 deals with devotees discuss and glorify bhakti at Advaita Acharya's house. Advaita felt pain to see people without Krishna consciousness and worshipped the Lord with Tulasi and Gangajala for his descent. 72 to 79. After 8 daughters took birth and died, Vishwarupa, an expansion of Lord Balrama, took birth from Mother Sachi. Text 80 to 94. Lord Chaitanya entered Sachimata's womb. Mishra and Sachi conversed about their extraordinary experiences. After 13 months of pregnancy, Lord Chaitanya appeared during a lunar eclipse while everyone was performing Nama Sankirtana. Text 95 to 107. The jubilation of devotees throughout the world. Text 108 to 124. Mishra's charity and rituals. Various ladies visit the presentations and Advaita's wife named the child Nimai. The parents' jubilation, Lord's mercy upon the hearers of this pastime. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Lalit Mohan Prabhu. Now we'll see these sections 1 to 7, obeisances and prayers. Raju Prabhu, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 1 to 7, obeisances and prayers. I wish Lord Chaitanya's grace, by which even the fallen can describe his pastimes. Sa prasiddatu Chaitanya, Devo yasya prasadataha, tal leela varname yoga, sadhya syat adamopyam. To compose transcendental literature about the Lord or preach his name, fame, and glories, one needs empowerment, a grace, and mercy of the Lord. Krishna Shakti Veena Nahe Tara Pravartana. Krishna Shakti Veena Nahe Tara Pravartana. All glories to moons who have dissipated the darkness of the material world by their a moonshine of love of Godhead. Prema Jyotsna, Prema Jyotsna. The principal moon is Lord Chaitanya Chandra, and his devotee moons are Advaita, Nityananda, Gadadhara, Shivasa, Mukunda, Vasudeva, Haridasa, Swarupa Damodara, and Murari Gupta. 6 to 7 linking. I spoke the preface of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Now I shall describe Lord's pastime in chronological order, first in summary and later in detail. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So these are the 43, close to 40 plus verses, 8 to 43. Synopsis, Sutra Rupa of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. He has Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji has given a table format. Sapan Prabhuji, would you like to?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. 8 to 18, pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, AD 1486 to 1534. Adilila. First 24 years living in Grahastha always engaging his pastimes of Krishna Kirtana, recorded by Murari Gupta. Shesha Leela, last 24 years. Mundu kinde chadavala Prabhuji mani
25 later.
Yeah, sequence.
Okay, Balya. Yeah.
Balya child.
Poganda, early boyhood. Kaisora, later boyhood. Yauvana, youth. Sheshalila, last 24 years after accepting sannyasa, recorded by Swarupa Damodar Goswami. Madhyalila, first 6 years, toured South India, Bengal and Vrindavana. Antalila, last 18 years, stayed in Puri, inundating everyone in a flood of Krishna Prema Namamrita.
In a glossary it is given, like how we Adilila, Madhyalila, Antalila is divided. Adilila about, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, childhood, earlyhood, boyhood, later boyhood, and youthhood. In the Madhyalila, first 6 years in touring South India, Bengal, and Vrindavan. Antyalila, last 18 years, stayed in Puri, inundating everyone in a flood of Krishna Prema Namamrita. Haribol. Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Akinchan Priya Prabhu. Haribol.
Prabhuji, I am leaving them to school, Prabhuji. It will take some.
Sure. Yes, okay. Saban Prabhu, being conjunct.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. 19 to 33, summary of Adi Leela, spreading Sankirtana. 19, auspicious Falguna Purnima, Sarva Sadguna Purnam Tam, Vande Falguna Purnimam, obeisances unto the full moon evening in Falguna month, an auspicious time full of auspicious symptoms. Yasyam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Vatirna Krishna Namabhi. When Lord Sri Krishna advented himself with the chanting of the holy name Hare Krishna. 20 to 21, chanting during the lunar eclipse. On Falguna Purnima, coincidentally, there was also a lunar eclipse. In jubilation, everyone was chanting Hari Hari, and Lord Chaitanya appeared, after first causing the appearance of the holy name. Hari Hari Bale Loka Harishtahana Janmila Chaitanya Prabhu Nama Janmaya. The 22, the Lord induced people to chant the holy name of Hari under different pleas at times of his Janma, in his Balya, Poganda, Kaishora, and Yauvana ages. 23 to 26a, Balya. In his childhood, when he was crying, all the friendly ladies would chant the holy names Hari Hari, hearing which he would immediately stop crying. The ladies enjoyed it and called the Lord Gaurahari, which became another of his names. His childhood lasted until the date of Hate Khadi, holding chalk, the beginning of his education. 27, Yauvana. After his marriage, his youth began, in which he induced everyone to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra everywhere. 26b, 28 to 30, Poganda. His age from Hate Khadi until he married is called Poganda. During his Poganda age, he became a serious student and taught disciples. As a student, he would ask whomever he met to chant Hare Krishna. Thus, he inundated the whole Navadvipa with chanting of Hare Krishna. While teaching Vyakarna grammar to his disciples, he described the glories of Krishna. All explanations culminated in Krishna, and his disciples would understand them very easily. Thus, his influence was wonderful. So Navadvipa, are the 9 islands of Navadvipa, are meant for cultivation of 9 varieties of devotional service, Sravanam, Kirtanam, etc. And Krishna, here it is referred Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Vedascha Sarver Aham Eva Vedya. The purport of all scriptures is understanding of Krishna. Thus, if one explains anything that is not Krishna, he simply wastes his time in hard labor. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Jackie Jan Prabhu, ready? I think you left, huh? Okay. Then we all read once, okay. Yeah, Deepa Mataji, please begin again. 31, 32. Kaishora.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Kaishora. He began the Sankirtana movement, which went on from one part of the town to another as he wandered everywhere performing Kirtana day and night with his devotees. Thus he inundated the whole world by distributing Prema Bhakti. Setting in motion, the entire cosmic manifestation results from the Lord's first setting it in motion. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya has set in motion the Sankirtana movement, which will inundate the 3 worlds and merge everyone in an ocean of love of Krishna. Summary. Lord Chaitanya lived in Navadvipa for 24 years and he induced every person to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and thus merge in love of Krishna. Can I read more, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Please. 34 to 43. You can complete.
Summary of Shesha Leela. Shesha Leela, for his remaining 24 years, Lord Chaitanya, after accepting sannyasa, stayed at Jagannath Puri, Neelachala with his devotees. Madhya Leela, first 6 years, he traveled all of India, South India, Bengal and Vrindavana, chanting, dancing and distributing love of Krishna. These travels are his principal pastimes. Antya Leela, last 18 years, stayed in Jagannath Puri for 6 years. He regularly performed Kirtana, inducing all the devotees to love Krishna by chanting and dancing. For the remaining 12 years, he taught everyone how to taste the transcendental mellow ecstasy of love of Krishna by tasting it himself. Feelings of separation in the mood of Srimati Radharani, Unmada Cheshta, Pralapa Vachana. Day and night, Lord Chaitanya felt separation from Krishna. Like a madman, he cried and talked inconsistently in the mood of Srimati Radharani, just as she did when she met Uddhava, tasted ecstasy and fulfilled his desires. He used to read the books of Vidyapati, Jayadeva and Chandidasa, relishing their songs with his confidential associates like Ramananda Raya and Swarup Damodara. In the separation from Krishna, he relished all these ecstatic activities and thus he fulfilled his own desires. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Feelings of separation, that is one thing. Vipralamba Bhava. The other name. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Sandhya Mataji, please read this section, 44 to 51. The expansion of Chaitanya Lila. Expansion of Chaitanya Lila.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 44 to 51, the expanse of Chaitanya Lila. Lord Chaitanya's pastimes are unlimited. How much can a small living entity elaborate them? Even if Sheshnaga were to make Chaitanya Lila into Shutras, with his thousands of months, he could not find their limit. Ananta Chaitanya Lila Kshudra Jiva Hana Ke Varnite Pare Taha Vitsara Karya. Basis of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Swarupa Damodara and Murari Gupta have recorded all the principal pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. The notes are the basis of this book. The notes have been described elaborately by Vrindavana Dasa Thakura, the Vyasadeva of Chaitanya Lila, to make them sweeter. Afraid of making his book too voluminous, he left some places which I shall try to fill. The nectar of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya have actually been relished by Vrindavana Das Thakura. I am simply trying to chew his remnants. Prabhura Leelamrita Tenhyo Kaila Ashwadana Tandra Bhukta Shesha Kichu Kariye Charvana. I now write a synopsis of the Adi Leela pastimes.
as it is not possible to describe them in full. Thank you,
Hari.
Prabhuji.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Samhita Mother, please read 52 to 62, the appearance of the devotees of Lord Chaitanya.
Yes, Prabhuji. 52 to 62, the appearance of the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. 52, to fulfill his desire, and after mature contemplation, Krishna decided to descend. 53 to 61, his family of superiors, Guru Parivara, first descended to the earth, namely Sri Sachi Devi Yashoda, chaste and devoted wife of Jagannatha Mishra. She was a daughter of Nilambara Chakravarti Gargamuni, Jagannatha Mishra, Vasudeva and Nanda, the fifth son of Upendra Mishra and an ocean of good qualities. He decided to live on the bank of the Ganges. Sri Upendra Mishra, Paranjaya Gopala, grandfather of Krishna, a resident of Srihatta district, Vaishnava, scholar Pandita, rich man Dhani, and reservoir of all good qualities, Sadguna Pradhana. He had 7 saintly sons: Madhavendra Puri, Keshava Bharati, Ishvara Puri, Advaita Acharya, Srivasa Pandita, Acharya Ratna, Vidyanidhi, Thakura Haridasa, Nityananda Prabhu, Gangadesha Pandita, Murari Gupta, Mukunda. 62. Finally, Lord Krishna appeared after having caused unlimited devotees to appear. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Mataji, actually, these are the what is it? Guru Parivara, the one which was studied at the side with the bullets. The saintly sons are different. Upendra Mishra's sons are different. These are the what is it? Guru Parivara before Mahaprabhu's appearance. Girish Prabhu, sorry, please go ahead.
No. Say. Correct. Yeah, before appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were there. It's a Guru Parivaram. Madhavendra Puri, Keshava Bharati, Ishvara Puri. We see in these chapters of these personalities expanded what are the dealings with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in each of these personalities: Madhavendra Puri, Keshava Bharati, Ishvara Puri, Advaita Acharya, Srivasa Pandita, Acharya Ratna, Vidyanidhi, Haridas Thakur, Nityananda Prabhu, Gangadasa Pandita, Murari Gupta, Mukunda. Yeah. Yes. Lavanya, want to read 63 to 120. It's a big section. Read some of the verses.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. The appearance of Lord Chaitanya. 63 to 124. The appearance of Lord Chaitanya. 63 to 66. Bhakti at Advaita's house. Before the Lord appearance, all the devotees of Navadvipa used to gather in Advaita Acharya's house, where he could recite Gita and Bhagavatam, describing the paths of Jnana and Karma and establishing the super excellence of Krishna Bhakti, as explained in all Shastras. Devotees accept only Bhakti, leaving aside the process of speculation, mystic yoga, austerities, and rituals. In the company of Advaita, all the Vaishnavas blissfully performed Krishna Katha, Krishna Puja, and Nama Sankirtana. Sarva Shastre ke he Krishna Bhakti ra Vyakyana Jnana Yoga Tapodharma Nahi Mane Ana. 67 to 69. Advaita felt pain to see people without Krishna consciousness, Krishna Bahirmukha, simply merged in material sense enjoyment. Vishaye Nimagna. He seriously considered how they could be delivered from the clutches of Maya, and thus he thought, if Krishna himself appears to distribute bhakti, then only will be liberation possible for all this. Krishna avatari kare na bhaktira vistara tabeta sakala lokera haiva nistara. Advaita 70 to 71. Advaita's worship. Advaita, promising to cause Krishna to descend, began to worship him with Tulasi and Ganga Jala. He repeated invitation with loud cries, attracted Krishna to descend. 72 to 74. Vishwarupa's birth. Before Lord Chaitanya's birth, 8 daughters took birth of Sachimata, but all immediately died. Jagannath Mishra was unhappy. He worshipped Vishnu, desiring a son, and got most powerful and highly qualified son named Vishwarupa, who was an incarnation of Lord Baldeva. When arrangements were being made for the marriage of Vishwarupa, he left home and took sannyasa. His sannyasa name was Shankararanya. In AD 1509, he disappeared in Pandarapura in the district of Sholapur, 75 to 78.
Actually,
Sankarshana.
yeah, let us give it to other devotees, okay, no?
This
point, okay. When arrangements were being made for the marriage of Vishwarupa, he left home and took sannyasa. His sannyasa name was Shankararanya. In AD 1509, he disappeared in Pandaripura in the district of Solapur.
You will have the plaque over there, Prabhuji, in Pandarpur temple. That what is Loknath Maharaj. He made he kept a tree where this Vishwarupa met one more devotee of our lineage, Vidyapati, who is even senior than the Madhavendra Puri. So they met there, and there was a tree, and beneath the tree it was met, and there murtis are kept there, Vishwarupas and Vidyapatis.
They are maintaining this place, Prabhu?
Yes, just beside the temple only, Prabhuji. The ISKCON temple, just beside the ISKCON temple only, they kept it. They're maintaining the tree and they're maintaining that compound and all. ISKCON temple in itself is in that compound actually.
Wow. Have you been there, Prabhu?
We have there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Paduka also there.
Later, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during South Indian tour, he came there. But before that, Vidyapatis and Vishwambaras, Vishwarupas, this one has took place. Meeting has took place there at the same place.
Reading. So, have you been there? Go ahead, ask.
So, Prabhuji, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Vidyapati Prabhuji because in this one of the purport it says like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu read Vidyapati's books, literature.
No, Mataji. Vidyapati is far ahead of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Means Vidyapati is a super senior, super guru of Madhavendra Puri. In between there is one more guru. After that, before that, Vidyapati comes. So there is that is very, very good pastimes actually. In our parampara, there is one acharya named after Brahma Tirtha. Have you heard about him?
No, bro.
Brahmani Tirtha. He is in our discipline succession only. In this 34, he is one acharya. So his story is also very, very good. Actually, all these Madhva Sampradaya acharyas, they are the one guiding force behind all the kingdoms of Karnataka and Maharashtra. And whatever faults has been there in these kingdoms of Rayalvaru, what do you call it? Krishna Devaraya and other, his successors. All the faults in them has been properly observed by these gurus, and they guided Shivaji Maharaj properly then in the future. And that's how Shivaji Maharaj conquered every one of these people. So if you see, actually, it is all the political and this one also spiritual culture.
Sorry, Prabhuji. My question is like here. He said like Vishwarupa left home, and he met Vidyapati. No, Prabhuji.
Vishwarupa met Mataji, not Vishwambara. Vishwambara is our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, Vishwarupa is Balram, his elder brother.
Yeah,
so what
is the he met.
Yeah. So what is the difference between this Vishwambara and Vishwarupa? What is the age difference?
That I don't know, Mataji. I don't know exactly. But that is what when, actually Vidyapati felt very happy that in his last days he met this person, Balram, and he left. Actually, in his dream of Vidyapati, Baldev comes and he tells that, please initiate the holy name into myself.
Hmm.
And he felt very happy. Just before leaving his body, he got this opportunity to meet his own Guru, Balram. And he
Yes,
leaves
yes.
his body after giving name to Vishwarupa. And
Yes.
Vishwarupa will stay there for some time, and then he will also leave the body. And after many years, Mahaprabhu comes. So I don't know the exact difference, Mataji, that we should go through the Bhagavat, Chaitanya Bhagavat. Then we will know all those details.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, Mataji. Hari.
Another 5 minutes we'll read, Prabhu. Okay, no? We'll continue. Yeah. Chandramal Prabhu, since you joined, please go ahead and read. 75 to
Hare Krishna. 75 to 78. Sankarsana. Baldeva's expansion is the ingredient, upadana, and immediate nimitta cause of the material world. His incarnation is the universal form, Visurupa. The Lord is present within everything in the cosmic manifestation, like the horizontal and vertical threads of the cloth. Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto 15th chapter 35th sloka. Lord Chaitanya called Visurupa his elder brother, yet actually Krishna and Balrama have manifested as Chaitanya and Nitai. 79. Parents' pleasure. Jagannath Mishra and Sachimata were pleased and specifically began to serve Govinda. When a common man becomes so opulent, he forgets God. But the more opulent a devotee becomes by the Lord's grace, the more he becomes attached to his service. 80. Lord Chaitanya entered his parents' bodies in January of 1485. 81 to 86. Conversation between Jagannath Mishra and Sachimata. Mishra said, "Your body is effulgent, and it appears that Lakshmi is personally staying at our home. People respect me everywhere and offer me gifts." Sachimata said, "I see celestial beings appearing in our outer space as if offering prayers." Mishra said, "In a dream, I saw the effulgent abode of the Lord enter my heart and then into your heart. A great personality will soon take birth." Thus they were jubilant and rendered service to their Salagrama Sila. Shall continue, Prabhu?
Yeah, the 87 90.
Yeah, 87 to 90. Lord Chaitanya's birth. Thus the pregnancy approached in 13th month, yet there was no sign of delivery. Mishra became apprehensive. Neelambar Chakravarti did an astrological calculation and predicted that the child would be born that very month on the auspicious evening of Falguna Purnima, AD 1486. The moon was in Leo Simharasi. The ascendant was Leo Simhalagna. The planets were strongly positioned Uchagraha Gana. And the Sadvarga and Ashtavarga showed all auspicious influences. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Akinchan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. 91 to 94. Lunar eclipse and Nama Sankirtana. When the spotless moon of Lord Chaitanya became visible, what is the need for the moon full of black marks? Kalanka Gaura Chandra Diladarshana Sakalanka Chandrena Arakona Prayojana. Thus Rahu covered the full moon and the vibrations of Krishna Hari inundated the three worlds. At the time, Lord Krishna advented as Gaura Hari. Jagat Bariya Loka Bale Hari Hari Sekan
Shane.
Shekshane Gaura Krishna Bhume Avatari. The whole world was pleased. Hindus chanted the holy names and non-Hindus jokingly imitated them. While the ladies chanted on earth, dancing and music were going on in the heavenly planets. All the 10 directions became jubilant, as did the waves of the rivers. All beings are overwhelmed with transcendental bliss. No scarcity. If the Brahmana or Vaishnava sticks to his position as an eternal servant of the Lord and executes the will of the Lord, there is no question of scarcity for the personal maintenance or the needs of his family. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Another 2 pages, right, Moon Prabhu? Can we complete this, Prabhu? We can spend 9-10 if you want.
Yeah, we will do only reading. I need to leave at 9.
Yes, Prabhu. We'll complete it anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
Auspicious
Okay.
descent of Gaurahari. Nadia Udya Giri Purana Chandra Gaurahari Kripa Kare Ha Ilay Udaya. Thus, by his causeless mercy, the full moon Gaurahari rose in Nadia, where the sun is the first visible, Udayagiri. Papa Tamaha Haila Nasa Trijagatare Ullasa Jagabhari Hari Dvane Hai. Sorry, bro. His rising dissipated the darkness of sinless life, and thus the three worlds became joyful and chanted the name of Hari.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Let me read some part. 99 to 103 verses. All devotees were happy, dancing, chanting, and giving charity. Advaita Acharya and Haridas Thakura performed loud kirtana at Advaita Acharya's house. No one could understand why they were dancing. They bathed in the Ganges, and Advaita Acharya distributed charity by the strength of his mind. Haridas Thakura understood that there was some special purpose in Advaita Acharya's actions. Chandrasekhara and Srivasa Thakura were overwhelmed with joy and bathed in the Ganges. They also danced, chanted, and gave charity by mental strength. 104 to 107, jubilation in all three worlds. Brahmana men and women came with various presentations and offered blessings to Gaurahari. Celestial ladies, Savitri, Gauri, Saraswati, Sachi, Rambha, and Arundhati, dressed as wives of Brahmanas, and came there with various gifts. Demigods, Gandharvas, Siddhas, and Charanas offered prayers, danced, and sang. Professional dancers, musicians, and blessers in Navadvipa danced. No one could understand what was going on, yet all were jubilant, especially Jagannath Mishra. So this section, 108 to 109, Sapan Prabhu, can you please read? Is there Hare
Yes,
Krishna?
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Birth ceremony, Jata Karma. Chandrasekhar Acharya and Srivasa Thakura both came to Jagannatha Mishra and performed the birth rituals. Jagannatha Mishra gave varieties of charity to the Brahmanas, singers, dancers, and poor people. Other ladies, the wife of Srivasa, Malini, the wife of Chandrasekhara, and other ladies came with various paraphernalia. Advaita's wife, Sita Devi, came in palanquin and bought various valuable presentations, including ornaments, clothes, gold, silver, eatables, and auspicious articles like fresh grass, paddy, and sandalwood. She was astonished to see the newborn child, Krishna, with a different complexion and his beauty. With maternal affection, she blessed the child to live long, but being afraid of the ghost, she named him Nimai. Thus honored Jagannatha Mishra, and the child's parents honored her.
Yeah, point note point because of the
antiseptic effects of Nima tree, and because Lord Chaitanya was born beneath a Nima tree, Sita Thakurani named him Nimai. It is also believed that inauspicious living creatures like Dakini and Shankini cannot go near a Nima tree.
Nimai. Lord Sichadar Mahaprabhu's another name is Nimai. Okay. Yeah. You complete the 123. 124. Yeah. You can read.
Thus, Sachi Devi and Jagannatha Mishra, their desires fulfilled and house filled with riches and grains, experienced increasing pleasure day after day seeing their beloved child. Jagannatha Mishra was an ideal Vaishnava, peaceful and self-controlled. Whatever money came by his son's influence, he distributed it to Brahmanas for the Lord's satisfaction. Nilambara saw different symptoms of great personality in both the body and the birth moment of the child. He understood that in the future, he would deliver all the three worlds. Result of hearing Lord Chaitanya's merciful advent, he is merciful to anyone who hears his narration of his birth, and such persons attain the Lord's lotus feet. auspicious descent of Gaurahari. Paya Manusa Janma, Yena Sune Gaura Guna, Hena Janma Tara Vyartha Hela. Anyone who attains a human body but does not hear the qualities of Lord Chaitanya is baffled. Paya Amrita Duni, Piye Visa Garta Pani, Janmiya Se Kene Nahi Maila. If a human being drinks water in the poison pit of material happiness instead of nectarian river of devotional service, Amrita Dhuni, it is better for him not to have lived, but to have died long ago. Conclusion. Taking on my head as my property the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda, Advaita Swarupa, Rupa and Raghunatha, I have thus described the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Super. These two verses are very nice verses. Auspicious descendant of Gaurahari. Paya Manusha Janma Yena Shune Gaura Guna Hena Janma Tara Vyartha Haila. Paya Amruta Dhuni Piye Visha Garta Pani Janmiya Se Kene Nahi Maila. Anyone who attains a human body but seriousness of human life but does not hear the qualities of Lord Chaitanya is baffled. If a human being drinks water in the poison pit of material happiness. So material happiness is described in a poison pit. Sense gratification, right? Sense gratification. What is that? Very, very nice word, Prabhupada. Sense gratification. Materialistic way of life. Instead of the nectarian river of devotional service, Amruta Dhuni. Anandambudi Vardhanam. The Sikshastakam also says. It is better for him not to have lived, but to have died long ago. It's simple. That is, whoever not understanding the seriousness of life, it's a Atma, killer of the soul. So we are hearing about Gaurahari's pastimes, this advent of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this chapter. We are all blessed to hear these pastimes. Thank you very much for joining for today. So let us over to another 10 minutes. Let us spend Brahma Samhita prayers. I couldn't practice anything, so it's up to you. So 3 or 4 verses, let us practice. Let me open.
We are not read conclusion.
Huh?
Conclusion.
Conclusion done.
Done. Okay.
Done. Conclusion అయింది. Conclusion అయింది. Last కి మంచి ఫ్లవర్.
ఫ్లవర్స్ కూడా అయింది.
Right. So let us go to our Brahma Samhita. We are all master అయిపోయారు actually. నేను Brahma Samhita prayer ఉండట్లేదు calls లో. So it's up to you. I want to learn from you all. Yes. ఎక్కడున్నాం ప్రభు? ఇదేనా? 5.34 ఏనా?
Yes, ప్రభు.
29 to 34.
ఈరోజు 34 నుంచి చెప్తారా ప్రభు? ఏంటి అది ప్లాన్?
అవును ప్రభు. 39, 34 ఒకటి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేద్దాం. ఈ లోపు మా పాప వచ్చేస్తుంది. నాన్న
షూర్ చెప్పండి ప్రభు. సరే
ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ వత్సర ఉంది కదా, అక్కడ ఆ ఒక్క వర్డ్ ని కొంచెం కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయాలి. నేను ఒకసారి మొత్తం శ్లోక చదువుతాను. I'll just read the whole shloka once. So you people just differentiate this. There are 2 words very difficult in this, which should be divided, and 2 words which should be joined together. Okay, I will read. Please just concentrate on this. Okay. Panthastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo vayo rathapi manaso munipungavana सोप्यस्ति यत् प्रपदसिम्य विचिन्त्य तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So in this verse there are 2 words which are important. Like we should remember, we should not read as it is. They are pantastu koti shatavat sarasampragamyo. Sarasampragamyo. Okay, and in the second line everything is okay. Vayo rathapi manaso munipungavanam. Okay, now this third line is very important actually. In this everyone will stop in between generally. Sopyasti yat prapada simnya vichintya tattve. Prapada sim. Nya vichintya. This is the important line, a word, okay? Nya vichintya. Simnya vichintya tatve. So every line 3 times I will do. You do it 3 times. After that I will leave, okay? Every line 3 times. You all repeat after me. Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo. Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo.
Antastu
Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo. Vayorathapi manasu munipungavana. Vayorathapi manaso munipungavana. Vayorathapi manaso munipungavana. Now the difficult one comes, okay, in this shloka. Sopyasti yat prapada simya vichintya tatve.
Sopyasti
yat prapada simya vichintya tatve. Sopyasti yat prapada simya vichintya tatve. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Okay, shall we practice that third line 2 times more?
Yeah.
Sopyasti yat prapada simya vichintya tatve.
Sopyasti
yat prapada simya vichintya tatve. Sopyasti yat prapada simya vichintya tatve. Now I will read the whole shloka together once. Okay, you people practice and then I will leave. I'm sorry. Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo. Vayorathapi manaso munipungavana. Sopyasti yat prapadasinya vichintya tatve. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. If you devotees have time, they can practice one by one. I am leaving Prabhuji Girakar. I'm sorry. Okay.
Nothing.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. We'll practice and we'll leave it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh. Chandravan Prabhu, you want to try? Mata is, I will ask little later. One at
Sure. Pantastu koti vatsara sampragamyo. Vayoratapi manaso
munipungavana. Sopyasti yat padasimnya achintya tatve. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Yeah. Sapan Prabhu, మీరు తర్వాత చేయండి. చంద్రవేల్ ప్రభు చేస్తున్నారు. మళ్ళీ
పంతస్తు కోటి శతవత్సర సంప్రగమ్యో వాయోరతాపి మనసో మునిపుంగవానం సోప్యస్తి यत् प्रपदसीम्य विचिन्त तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very nice. Hari Bol.
Hare
Yeah, Sapan Bro, just check. You wanna do. Hare Krishna.
Hare Prabhu. Yeah. Pantastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo vayo rathapi manaso muni pungavanam sopyasti yat prapadasimnya vichintya tatve govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Very nice. Okay, Mother is any Prabhu is there still? Raju Prabhu want to do Hari Bol?
Just I'm listening more, Prabhuji.
Okay. Can I ask Mother is? Before that, let me try. Okay, then over to Mother is. Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayo ratapi manaso muni pungavanam sopyasti yat prapadasimnya vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Yeah, I think Akinchan Prabhu, you want to practice?
Yeah, I'll try now.
You do it and then over to Mata is next. Yes.
Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayor atapi manaso munipungavana sopi asti aitat prapadda ni avichintatya tatve govindadisham tamaham bhajami.
Yeah. Prabhu, Akinchan Prabhu. Simnya. If you highlight it, Simnya, then Vichintya Tattva. Simnya, kunja slight difference. Simnya Vichintya Tattva. Wanna try one more time?
Yes, Prabhu. Antastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayoratopi manaso manipungavana sopi asti yata prapaddasim ni avichintatat simnya vichintya tatve. Yeah. Sopi asti yat prapada simnya avichintana tatve. Yes.
Simnya tarata avichinta le Prabhu. Simnya Vichintya Tattva.
Okay, simnya avichinta. Sopi asti yata prapada simnya avichinta tatve. Okay.
Right. Thank you. Mata is Deepa Mata, Samhita Mata, Sandhya Mata.
Shri Brahma Samhita 5.34. Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayorathapi manaso munipungavanam sopyasti yat prapadasimnya vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Hare Krishna.
మీరు ఒకసారి ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చదవండి మాతది. Then I will ask other.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord. Only the tip of the toe of whose lotus feet is approached by the yogis who aspire after the transcendental and betake themselves to pranayama by drilling the respiration, or by the jnanis who try to find out the non-differentiated Brahman by the process of elimination of the mundane, extending over thousands of millions of years. Hare Krishna.
So in order to understand this translation, we have to read purport. Purport we can read later. Tomorrow we will practice. Na? So Mata is Samyukta Mata is Sandhya Mata is.
Yes, Prabhu. Sri Brahma Samhita 5.34. Pantastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayorathapi manaso munipungavanam sopyasti yat prapadasimnya vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Hari Bol. Yeah, Sandhya Mata.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sri Brahma Samhita 5.34. Pantastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo vayorathapi manaso munipungavana sokyasti yat prapadasinya vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Nice. Hari bol. Thank you, Mother. Lavanya, yeah, you can read and we will wrap up.
Yeah. Sri Brahma Samhita 5.34. Pantastu koti shatavassara sampragamyo vayoratapi manaso munipungavaanam sopyasya yat prapadasinya vichintya tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Right. Hari bol. Nice. Yeah, Raju Prabhu. Mother, you want to do?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Sirisha Mother, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Sri Brahma Samhita 5.34. Pantastu koti shatavastara sampragamyo vayoratapi manaso munipungavanam sopyasti yat prapadastimya vichinta tatve govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Nice. Hari bol. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you all tomorrow again. Reading and discussion and reciting these slokas. Japa call also. Yes. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you. Okay. Have a happy Krishna conscious Tuesday, right? Tuesday, correct now? Yeah, Tuesday. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare